What's going on, guys? My name is Dominic Delgado. On this channel you will find me talking about stocks, options trading, day trading, SPACs, all the above, ETFs. If any of that does interest you at all, go ahead and subscribe, leave a like, and comment below what ticker symbol you'd like me to go over in the next video. Today's video we'll be talking about Tilray, which is an MJ stock on the New York Stock Exchange. We had a massive run up this week, starting around from the $16 range all the way up to the $63.91. After hours, we did see a spike up to $74 a share. Pre-market the next morning, we dropped back down to the $60 range and dropped all the way back down to $29 for the following 2 days. On Friday, we did close off the stock with $29 a share. After market, we saw it increase by 67 cents, which is a 2.31% return. If we do notice, today is February 15th. It's around 2:39 p.m. PST time when I'm making this video. And in observance of Washington's birthday, the stock exchange is not open today. So we will have to wait till tomorrow for us to get onto these juicy plays. If we come over here to the Frankfurt, which was open today, Frankfurt is a European stock exchange. They had an increase today to 25.38 euros, and that if you plug into the American USD, you get a 30.79 return. So from the dollar amount we were at on Friday, which was $29 flat, to the 30.79, that goes up to a $1.79 return just from the Frankfurt exchange, which is a big increase since we've been seeing the fall for the past couple of days. So if we go over to the earnings report we are expecting on Wednesday this week after hours at 5 p.m., which is an hour after the stock exchange closes. You can see here it will host a conference call to discuss these results at 5 p.m. Investors are interested. Here are the numbers to go to. But they are expected to do very well. This is a fourth quarter earnings from last year, 2020. This is going to show how they have done throughout the whole year and what their earnings are like for this upcoming year. They are pushing very nicely for the Democratic Party. They have already legalized in multiple sections in U.S. We can see all the darker states are fully legalized on the state level. Then we have the medical and decriminalized, then the medical purpose only, decriminalized only, and fully illegal. The Democrats with Biden in office have already shown major push for this. Due to COVID-19, states have been burning cash and there's no way to make up for it with the vaccine rolling out. They need this tax money to be used. So pushing for legalizing marijuana throughout federally would be great for them because they would be getting money back. So if we move on to what's coming up next for Tilray, what can we see in the future? What has, them on pretty much the leap of going to the next stage into the $70, $80 range and consolidating. We do see that over here, as demand continues to ramp up in the UK, Tilray is well positioned. I want to emphasize well positioned. This is very important to be leading for supplier of medical cannabis products. Regulations are progressing as more and more countries across Europe are recognizing the benefit of medical cannabis and its potential to improve patients' quality of life. So if we go over here, we can look at the Europe part. They just got announced last week that they are selling the products now in the UK. As you can see here, products available, they have them available in the UK, Ireland, Germany, and many more. Tilray is in a great position right now. They've got their distribution center right here in Portugal. And if you can see right around here, if you go to Africa and Middle East, Portugal is right down here in this area. So they are in a good position when they do start legalizing it in the African and Middle Eastern countries. They will be able to have a big footprint here for their potential clients. Australia and New Zealand, they do have their own clinical trials and products available. There is no facilities here. And if you look over to North America, Canada does have its own products already selling. Their facilities are up and running as well with clinical trials. And in US, we just have clinical trials because we are not legalized yet on a federal level, so we cannot push for the distribution of it yet. So what's to happen when Tilray and Aphria are to combine their stocks and make it one company as a whole? Well, if we look over here, if you were to have Aphria stocks right now and we were to merge with Tilray, your stocks would turn into 0.831% right around here. And that means for every one stock you have, you'd get this percentage back, which in my opinion, I am not a professional at all, so this is all speculation and my own thought process. But if you were to buy it right now, Tilray is hovering around $29. With Aphria, it's just a few dollars shorter than that. If you were to buy Aphria, you'd be buying more shares with the same amount of money, and you'd be getting the same, almost the same amount of return. So for me personally, I do invest in Aphria. So what's expected to happen with Aphria and Tilray when they do merge? Well, if we look over here, both the companies have had international expansion strategies in place well beyond the Canadian market, with an eye focused on the European and United States markets. As we saw back over here on this chart, we saw that the European, they are already very positioned greatly to start expanding further into the Asian market over here and potentially up to all the other markets that are available. North America, we already almost there, not yet in Mexico. Latin America, almost half of it. So we're pretty positioned for a good expansion. The cannabis industry is expected to be over a $1 trillion market, so that would be huge for this stock to keep going higher in like 5-10 years to come from now. So about 2 weeks ago, Aphria did close on their $30 million acquisition of the Sweetwater Brewing Company. This is a brewer for alcoholic beverages, one of the largest independent craft brewers in the United States. They are starting to make their 420 extra pale ale, and that is going to be their hemp drink, which will allow them to not only be in the cannabis industry, but also in the food and drink industry as well. What can we see moving forward with the stock price of Tilray and Aphria? With Aphria and Tilray combining their market caps when they do go ahead with this merger, they will be merging on the second quarter, so around April 1st to June 30th. I'm predicting around May, just right in between. With their two market caps combining, it will be single-handedly bigger than Canopy Growth, which is the number one cannabis stock. So if we do come back over here to the Tilray stock and we compare it with the Aphria, go ahead and put that on real quick for you. As you can see, the blue line here is Tilray and the purple line is Aphria. For these two stocks to merge together, we need this price to be very consistent right around the middle here for the merger to happen successfully. This will make it easier for both parties of Tilray and Aphria to have a very nicely put together exchange of their shares. So once again, guys, what we need to look forward for this week is the earnings report this Wednesday at 5 p.m. after the market closes. And this will be showing us what we're going to be seeing for the next weeks to come. From here, you can make your options trade. Personally, I am put in for some options on this one. Looking for the short-term plays, not really the long-term yet. Probably going to wait a bit and see after this earnings report, see if we can maybe catch another dip. If not, then we'll be bullish for the next weeks to come. But once again, if you guys did like this video, please go down and subscribe, hit the like button, send any tickers my way, and I will review them for any potential videos that I can get out for you guys.